I've learned a lot over the 4 decades of health and fitness and being in the trenches with the greatest in the world. And one of those things I've learned a lot more about and how to build better muscle is nutrition and how it has changed over the decades. And that's why I have the Titan meal plan for you guys out there that are confused about nutrition. I'm gonna set you straight. Get a hold of me today. The link will be in the comments down below for you guys. Everybody, get over to the Titan meal plan, and I'll see you in the Titan crew where I will fine tune any difficulties that you're having.
So you're making these steps that are so big that most people don't even compete, but you're willing to go out there and fight for it. That's a huge, but everything else you're asking for is in time.
Yeah, it
I
comes
see
down the
all
road.
of this in time. I see your future clearly in front of me, that it's like you're doing something that 8 billion people, you separated yourself from 8 billion people in the world. And you're unique. Like he said, we all have something. And you're doing something, and it's a team effort too, because I got to come back to me being a parent for the first time. I know how important it is to be that strong parent, but you're setting it up in a way where you're an outlier again. You didn't have them do the special Olympics. You didn't have them just bake it. You didn't nurture to the point where it handicapped them. You were like, no, this is what we're gonna do, right?
And I think one big question is my mom make me fat, when she baked apple, and back when she waffle. Anything I like. I like brownie, I like cookies, and I like mango.
All right, I'm coming over for the band. I'm sorry, man. You guys that have eaten today. I want to go eat. Come on now. You're killing me here.
I would say that all here in camera and issue, and I would say that that goes with more like good at, burn more calories. Burn more calories, more protein. Only do like proper form.
Proper form.
Dropping knowledge bomb, boom, boom.
I'm still stuck on wanting to go eat. We need to finish this up so we can go eat together, right?
But what you're saying, Kyle, is true.
Go get some pancakes and carbs.
It's so basic, Kyle. What you're saying is true, and if people don't get that, they don't understand that, they don't apply that
So
knowledge.
explain what he was just talking about.
It's just the basic stuff, right? Like calories and training and
Oh, Clark, it
input
can't,
versus export.
it can't be that basic. You can't just go into a gym and eat healthy and train and get a physique like this. There's more to it.
I always say this.
They're not going to pick up the sarcasm on that, are they?
I
Oh,
always say
shit.
this right now.
I'm gonna start trolling Kyle and
I always say
TRTs.
this right now.
Duck eggs, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I want
Kyle, yeah. Nice.
You keep doing your thing.
I
love it.
I always say this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I like both. I like eating junk food. I like eating healthy. I do. I eat anything good. I'm not big eater.
You are a picky eater.
I'm not, actually. I'm not.
You want to go for
That's
sushi?
alright. I'm a big
Good.
eater too. Don't worry about it.
We're going to sushi? We'll go for sushi?
I don't like sushi.
Okay. Kidding.
I don't eat sushi.
All right.
Oh,
But with that being said, you said something, and Clark caught it as well, is that you eat healthy. You stay passionate about what you do. You go in and you train, and you created a physique.
Yeah.
But you created that physique that only 2%. You know, it's like I've been in gyms much longer than you've been alive. And 99% of the people work out and they don't change. Where he's doing that and he's going right back to the consistency of just the consistency.
Yeah, he's consistent,
It's the most
he's
basic-
dedicated, yeah,
And he loves it.
he loves it. It's like breathing for him. It's necessary.
Right now. I read.
He likes to read
And I like to meditate well.
and meditate.
And I like anything.
And you like women, we know that one. So you're fun. One, so all right. So one girl.
What's your favorite book?
I have a book.
Okay.
I like all of them.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I don't know. Like
Whatever Bob reads.
Whatever
Yeah,
Mom
whatever
reads.
I read, he reads.
She's a great example too, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you guys have started in
Yeah.
fitness. I mean, you guys got to eat right, doing these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
It's
and
huge. There's not a lot of parents that even do that
yeah,
with regular
and,
kids. You know
and
what
I
I'm
like
saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's a
like
scary thing.
yeah, I like to be small.
Uh-huh.
I like to be hardy,
Okay.
and I like to get hot abs
Yeah.
hot abs. He wants hot abs. Yeah.
and hot body.
That's right.
You got the hot body.
Yeah, that's right. Hard body, hard ass.
It's that time again to get my blood work done to see where my numbers are. Again, the one big thing for me is I'm keeping track of it. It's so precise. You know, I competed in bodybuilding and powerlifting and martial arts, but that was all over decades ago. And so how can I continue to keep this physique and be this strong at this stage? And so that is by optimizing my health with Titan Medical. It all stems from one thing: your blood work, what's going on inside of you. And that's the main thing that I'm focused about, is see how I can continue to not just be in the game. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a weekend warrior. I don't want to say you got a dad bod. I want to be the pinnacle of the health and fitness industry decades after I competed. And I've always said this too. You got so many of these guys that were with me in the 80s and 90s, and they keep putting the pictures up from the 80s and 90s. I don't want to be that guy. I like the fact that I can still put up pictures of me today, even though I won the universe back in the 90s. That's the goal for me. I don't know what your goal is, but I can tell you this. I know you want to live, and I know you want to live your best life. And that starts with blood work. Over at Titan Medical, start today.
Let's jump back for a second. I just want to circle back to he's doing something that, again, so few have done. And again, we've talked about this with every individual that's been here with me this week, is that there's a strong upbringing. There's a demand for being independent, holding yourself accountable, the basic stuff that I grew up with. Is there anything that you can teach the people out there that maybe are dealing with somebody? Because I saw his fan base and the parents out there. And this is not just him growing.
Yeah.
You're also a someone that's, you know, showing the people, you know, how to do this.
We get a lot of DMs from parents who have children with disabilities, and they have like 2, 3, 5-year-olds, and they're saying, "What is it you're doing? How do I do this? How do I replicate, you know, what he's doing? What do I need to do?" And I say, just treat them like your other children. Just treat them the same, and take them to the gyms, take them to dance class or karate or whatever. Just mainstream, because just like us, we need to level up too, right? We need to aspire.
I'm glad you went there, because that was the thing
Yeah,
that I
maybe-
was saying, that it's yes, take care of your kid, but at the same time, you level up as a parent.
You got it. Yeah.
Because he watched you do it. You didn't force him to lift. You were just lifting, and he started picking it up. And so the kids are gonna mimic that.
You got it. Yeah.
Talk about your nonprofit.
We have to force them to take breaks from the gym.
Huh?
You know, you talked earlier about the question that annoys the geez out of you about what's your motivation. I'm in the same boat as you. There's no such thing in my mind as motivation. It's discipline. Showing up. There's days, I can guarantee you, there's days this man, because I have them, Kimberly, we all have them, we don't want to go to the gym.
But we do it.
We don't want to load that leg press up with 600, 700 pounds. That's scary stuff. That's scary. And when Kyle's going up in weight, he's like us. Because I tell you, the first time I put 300 pounds on a squat rack, it scared the living. I was petrified under there. It's like, I may get out and not come back up. And he has those same fears.
Yeah.
Right? He has those same fears with the weights. And there's days he doesn't want to go to the gym. But I said, okay, stay home. No, I'll come.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go to the gym. All right, cool. I'll come. And he shows up every single day. And I tell you, Mike, you know, nobody works harder than that man in the gym.
Yeah.
That man right there
We
is a
got to train.
superstar.
I got to train with them, and it was more motivating to train with. I've forgotten
Yeah.
pros I've trained with
Right.
relative to. I'll never forget the workout I had with them.
Wow.
It's just so no depth, no nothing, and it's just the reason they did it. And I'm a big guy on why you do what you do. And I just love the fact that he does it because he freaking loves it like I do. You're as sick as I am. We love this stuff.
Yeah. All I do, I work out there. I do.
I like workouts.
And no, my soup. I don't know what's it, but
Say what you want. Let it out. Let it out. Say it. It's okay.
I got Clark here. He'll say anything.
Yeah, all I don't want is my chip that in my
your meetings and your.
I don't want to share, but in myself.
He wants to do it himself. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Independence.
He doesn't want him talking for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to do in myself. I want to do it.
You're doing it
I
yourself.
actually podcast. I do. I actually do so well. And I hear him and he got well. I want to do it.
Just us, just the boys.
Yeah.
Just the boys.
And
We can all go
follow
hang
you
out.
guys.
Just thanks.
Yeah.
And I want to do my two sister not. My two sister Bobby Lexi. And
Lazy?
I have to say this. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, my sister now. So.
How'd you like training with Arnold?
Oh yeah, okay. That's good question. I look over all I do, and I can spot me back hotel. And I gotta like it, and
He kept telling you to stop, and you kept going. That's what I love.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, stop. And you're like, no, screw you, Arnold.
Who doesn't
Let's
listen to
go.
Arnold?
yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah.
It was
I want
hilarious.
okay.
It was hilarious. What's up?
Um,
Hey, Green Ridge Kyle, remember me?
Oh.
Just like he owned the place. Like he's a everywhere he goes, he's a boss.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bodybuilding has given this man so much
It's
confidence.
a big Kyle energy.
Like
Yeah.
his
BKE.
interpersonal skills, his communication
That's the thing,
skills,
BKE.
his self-love, his self-worth is
So
all
by-
because of bodybuilding.
So by
Crazy.
So we just finished one movie, and turned out great. I am loving it. I love the dailies that we see. On to the next project. You finish, you keep going, you keep trying to go. That's, I guess, a better way to say it. And this next movie that I have booked, this is going to take all of me. This is going to take slice to the bone, all the character development, but also I need to be able to move and grow and keep that strength through this process. You'll understand why that is after you see the movie, but keeping the strength is key when you're dieting. And so I'm going to show you how to do that on Power Bodybuilding. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you over there. So my training has helped the process of him dealing with what he's going through, what he has,
Yeah.
and to the point where, like I know I'll never be satisfied in the gym. I know that I will work for it and work for it and work for it, and so I have that desire to keep going after it. Is that triggered in him when you go to the gym?
Yeah.
You just want to keep pushing, but like outside of the gym as well.
actually, I look at myself. I do. And I don't think that my competition. One guy named what is that guy named common name?
Oh, Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro.
Pedro called him out and said
No.
he wants to beat him.
Yeah,
in
good.
bodybuilding. So
Oh.
he's like, okay, competition.
Oh,
Bring it.
good.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I'm
And-
gonna piss
and-
off myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
gonna go there.
On, okay, I did mad. And I don't like it. And I'm too angry and mad. And I'm angry. Look, I knew I won. My favorite show, tell me this, 2024. And he said me, I said me like I'm skinny. I'm bold, right?
You're built.
I'm skinny and I'm jacked like hell.
Jack like hell.
And
I won.
say me I won and next month
You're
we
welcome.
got
Question for you.
Yeah.
and
Because he's doing this. One sec. It's amazing that you went from what could have been something that held you back in life
Yeah.
to not only are you thriving
Yeah.
in life, you're traveling the world with your son. and he's changing people, and he's getting, I'm assuming, he's getting messages from kids and parents, and you're getting the messages.
Yeah, not just with Down syndrome, but kids from all ages. Saying, you know, I've had mental health issues. He's inspired me to go to the gym. I think one gentleman said, like, I was going to kill myself when I saw him on Instagram, and he's inspired me to work on my mental health and go to the
The
gym.
level of that.
Yeah.
Where's the level of that? Where
Every ages we have come up to us saying, like, you inspire me. And there's nothing, I mean, visibly wrong with them, and they're saying, like, you inspire me to work out and to do better, and you motivate me, and I'm going to the gym now.
The day we read that message, it changed my life forever.
Yeah.
It was this man message. I think it was from like the UK or something. He said, "Hey, I was feeling sad today. I was planning on killing myself until I came across your page. I want you to know I'm now going to the gym today instead of killing myself." So that was the message that we got from some man in the UK.
You never know, man.
You don't know what you're
Changing lives. That's what I said in the gym. I said that in the gym. I said, you guys are out there, a majority of society, the society's complaining. Like we just had the talk earlier. It's like everybody's negative.
See, what Kyle needs to understand, brother, what you need to understand is this. If you would have went to the hospital that morning and said, take this Down syndrome out of me, and boom, it was gone, then that guy might have had a different outcome in his life. So we all have to accept a certain responsibility for how we are.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So understand that because you are who you are, living in the body that you're living in with the situation that you have, you need to accept. So with comics, with great power comes great responsibility. If you're going to be Batman, you need to accept that. And I'm telling you, from one Batman to another, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, so own who you are.
It's a great point,
I love
because
that.
it's the family. The whole family has that kind of, you guys have put yourself out there now, and it's kind of a cool thing because they get to show the world a different way. Because like when you were getting people that maybe didn't like your approach at first.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this is, and I hate this. When he was born, which was 6 weeks premature with holes in his heart, they hand you a baby and they say, oh, he's going to turn, you know, he's probably going to turn blue, and he'll need open heart surgery. They also, this is horrible, this is what the nurses do. They hand you your child and then they show you all like the defects. This is why we think he has Down syndrome. Look at his ears, look at this, look at, you know, they point out all the things, and then they hand you a book and say it's a Down syndrome handbook. It was the most depressing read I've ever had. I almost slipped into a depression. I took the book, I threw it in the garbage, and I said, I'm not raising him like this is horrible. I threw it in the garbage and I said,
Have you rewritten the book yet? You
No,
need to
but
rewrite the book. You're rewriting it now, but look,
Yeah.
physically do a book and make that be the standard from now on, right? Because every statistic, if you look at it like 8 out of 10,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
but if you reverse those statistics, it looks completely
you
different.
got it. And I thought to myself,
Let's go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I thought to myself, I am not I'm not going to go there to the worst scenario. I bet you this will turn out amazing. And I just totally changed my perspective and bounced out of it. But I was in bed for like a couple of days. I couldn't get out of bed. I was so like in shock of everything they hand you is negative, and that you might have to spoon feed them like the rest of their life. I'm like,
Well, Mona spoon feeds mine.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's-
yeah.
She got tight in the